Hello, my name is Sophia.
Hello, I'm Alyssa.
Today we are interviewing police officers. What is your name?
I'm Officer Joe Fabian.
Officer Ty Hall.
Officer Banks.
What made you become a police officer?
All right, so I guess I'll go first. What made me want to become a police officer, I was a police explorer since I was 14. I was an explorer for Ellis County. That right there in itself made me want to do this career, and I knew exactly what I wanted to be when I was 14, and here I am now.
So what is the Explorer program?
Yeah, so the Explorer program, you can be an explorer basically from 14 to 21. They're basically training you to be a police officer at that age. You'll be doing scenarios. You can go out of town and compete against other states that have the same Explorer program. So basically it's just molding you to be a cop, man, pretty much.
Nice.
Can I go, Joe? Okay. So yeah, just like Banks, I've always wanted to be a cop. I was in the Red Oak Police Explorers for a while, and I just enjoy helping people and trying to set examples for others, and so just kind of worked out.
I, on the other hand, I'm not a sworn officer. I'm a police service officer. I speak on the authority of the police department. I've been doing public safety since about 2007 as a 911 dispatcher, call taker. Still do that on the side, Methodist Hospital. And something I always want to do. My whole family is involved in law enforcement.
What is the biggest impact you feel on, Ferris?
The biggest impact? What do you mean exactly?
Like, what is the biggest impact you feel like you've made on your job?
Oh. Okay. So I worked for Ferris Police Department, so it's a little different from the ISD. My biggest thing is I'll say I like to communicate with a lot of people on different levels. That's, where my bread and butter is as far as making a difference, because I work deep nights, so there's not a lot of people to talk to. So when I do talk to them, I'm definitely holding a conversation with them.
As far as me with the ISD, I like trying to mold you guys' minds so when y'all go out into the real world with Officer Banks, you're not, the bad guy that he's chasing.
100%.
So we try to teach you and steer you in the right direction here, so later on you know how to be the model citizen, right?
And I would agree with Officer Hall, molding everybody from a young age, which is why many of us chose this profession. There's some bad opinions out there about some officers. And by changing the opinion of the young folks that already have a set impression from their parents or neighborhood, we begin to make a difference. I think that's where the best impact is. But circling back to Officer Banks, I believe he was in the newspaper a couple months ago about saving a driver from being hit.
Yeah, so basically, it was a wrong way driver. Earphone? Uh-huh.
Can you tell us about your life outside work?
Well, I'm married. I have 2 dogs and a cat. And sorry, guys, Joe is our dispatcher, so his phone's always going off. I like to travel. I like to be outdoors. I like to still serve my community in my spare time. I'm always volunteering for different organizations and events. And I'm a family guy. I like hanging out with my family and my wife's family. I love to eat, and I love history and all that cool stuff.
Yeah, so kind of like Ty. I have 2 kiddos outside of work. Love spending time with them. I also have a different hobbies that I like to do. I like basketball, sports, and drag racing, and a little bit of everything. So I dip and dive in that when I'm not doing anything that's police related.
As for me, you can always find me working overtime, working the games, basketball games, the football games. I got youth football on Saturdays when I'm not working. I'm working at Methodist. 302, go ahead.
As a Texas peace officer, though, like we're never really off duty. We have an obligation to, if we see something, going wrong, we have to intervene. We have to still keep the peace and protect the public. So we always have our eyes open. We're always kind of aware of what's going on around us. So never really off duty, never really out of the police mindset.
Mm-hmm.
What's the biggest trait you think that a police should have?
I'll go first on that one.
It's a good one.
I believe a servant's heart. You have to be willing to go out there and help the people. It's not every day you deal with certain type of people that have attitudes. You have to be able to overcome that. You have to get past their bad day to help them out.
I believe you have to have empathy and sympathy, because most of the times you are dealing with people that it's their worst day. A loved one died. Maybe they were in a car wreck. Their child's missing, or they're fighting with their spouse. So you have to listen. You have to be the psychiatrist. You got to listen to all their problems and try to make it better for them. So you have to have that listening ear and that shoulder that they can cry on. And so yeah.
Hey, you nailed it, man. You guys would have said the same thing I would have said. So.
Can y'all tell us about y'all's partners or like y'all's dog?
Yeah, so I'm a canine officer for affairs. My dog is a Dutch Shepherd. His name is Canine Thor. He's with me 24/7. He stays at home with me. He goes to work with me. If I go out of town, he's going out of town with me. He's pretty much my best friend. He's a Dutch Shepherd. He's like a brindle color, so he's like black and brown. He's about 2 years old, so been having him for about a year now.
And you guys have probably seen Storm already. She's been doing this for about 4 years, I believe. She's been doing a canine unit for about 4 years, trained in finding narcotics. Does very good on her training. We found a couple of, drug paraphernalia while doing our searches, so she does pretty good.
She's a pit bull lab mix, is that right?
That is correct.
And she was a rescue that was going to be euthanized, and this program that we partnered with saved her. Now, as far as my partner, he is a Caucasian male. He goes by the name Chief, and he's very messy and loud and kind of smelly sometimes, but he's pretty cool.
How long have y'all been serving Ferris?
This will be my second year.
This will be my 5th year.
I am on my 3rd, going on 4.
What did y'all do before this job?
Before this, I worked in the jail, so it's still in law enforcement, pretty much the same thing, just not on the streets.
I was a student. Before that, just odd and end jobs, just trying to make money to go to school.
And I was working my second job full-time, which was at Methodist, before coming here.
What is a project or something that you've done recently that you're proud of?
A project?
Or like something you've done recently?
Well, throughout the years with the school district, we've tried to put on different programs and give you guys resources to speak up and speak out if something, if something's gone wrong or that may happen. We've tried to do different programs to teach people about safety. Right now, we're working with the district and levels above them throughout the state to make our schools safer. Chief is constantly getting communications from the state on things we need to do to make it safer and more reliable for our district. So I think just being constantly involved in an evolving business like law enforcement, something's always changing. There's always new ways to keep people safe, new ways to learn.
Yeah.
Because criminals are always trying to think one step ahead and try to beat the system, so we got to stay one step ahead of them.
Yep. I like that answer.
So most recently, I started a program where I'm having lunch with students. So getting to know everybody on campus. I'll bring a group of students into my office for lunch. We'll talk anything they want to talk about. they brought up a concern. You know, one of the things that they do in Ferris is play basketball. The only place to play basketball is at Lee Longino. And they brought up some concerns about the court being a little run down. So I actually put in a maintenance request, and we're going to go ahead and, fix up
Update
that.
and fix the court.
Correct. Renovate the court, the basketball court.
What is your idea of a perfect world?
No bad guys, I guess.
Yeah.
No crime.
Yeah, no crime. To me, in this, state that we're in, I don't think, there's such thing as perfect because nobody's perfect. So there's going to be some type of negativity or some type of bad thing that's going to occur, and that's where we step in and take it over from there.
There will always be a need for law enforcement and people to do the right thing and protect and help others.
A perfect world. I don't know, but if it's what these two state, then we'll be out of a job. There'll be like no job
I'd
security.
rather
Absolutely.
not have a job than there be bad people in the world. So
But there's always somebody that's going to mess it up.
Yeah, it's always one.
yeah.
If you had all the money in the world, what would you do with it?
All the money?
All the money.
I'm not a materialistic type of guy, but I'll probably get the biggest house that I can. The baddest car in the world, and just try to stick out from the others, very much.
Ooh, yeah, I would probably have a pretty nice house. I'd probably be donating a lot to local charities that I'm involved with. May even help my friend out, Joe, over here.
That's nice.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I probably wouldn't help. I wouldn't even tell him I had all the money.
I would wave it in front of you guys and be like, ha ha, finish school.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
What is a unique characteristic you bring into your job?
I would say my loving attitude and my sarcasm.
You definitely have that.
I'll say my work ethic. I'm a hard worker and I'm willing to help anywhere I can. Pretty much the same thing with the ISD guys. They call, I'm coming. Officer Lori, she calls, I'm always here trying to do something for you guys or trying to come in your class and show off my dog or something. So I'm willing to help out any way I can.
Isn't it true Officer Allen just got Employee of the Month?
Ooh.
There's
Just
no,
saying,
there's no
just
way.
saying.
Yeah, there's no way.
Ooh.
Yeah. We're not gonna talk about him.
A lot like Banks, I'll help wherever I'm needed. If I can do whatever to help somebody out, I'm front row and center. The ISD Police Department and the City Police Department have to work very closely, so we train a lot together because we're both serving the people of Ferris, whether it be your parents or you guys. Everyone's safety is our priority. So, yeah, just wherever we can help.
On that note, I do got to clock out. I do got somebody waiting for me. But it was fun.
What's the first thing on your mind when you wake up in the morning?
It depends. Is it a work day or is it a regular day or
Any day.
any day? All right, brother.
Let's see.
First thing on my mind when I wake up is my kiddos. Make sure my kids are good, make sure they're safe, and they get into school. So,
I don't know. First thing on my mind's probably trying to go back to sleep, but yeah, I don't know. I try to think about the day, what I need to accomplish that day. I think about getting home and being with my wife and my dogs and just what's going on in my life at that moment.
Describe your dream house.
Big.
very big. Yeah.
Um,
Say 5,000 square feet plus.
I like old houses, so
course.
like a big old house, but like with the new amenities, like,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're old, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite holiday, and what do you like about the holiday?
My birthday? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I like them all. They all kind of have their perks. Christmas, you get presents and you get to be with family and all the traditions. Thanksgiving, you get to eat. Halloween, you can dress up, have fun. What about you?
Yeah, I pretty much like all of them. Thanksgiving probably has to be number one for me, which is coming up. So I love family. I put family first before anything. And when we all get together, this is just what I like to do. Christmas the same way, but you got one family that wants to open up presents, and the other family open up presents at a different time. So we all still meet up together, just different. But Thanksgiving, we all come together as one. So I kind of like that a little bit better.
Well, that's all the questions we have to ask.
Sweet.
Have an amazing day.
All right.
Y'all too.
You
Thank
too.
you.